Well, hey everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Wyoming Rising podcast where we tell the story of Wyoming high school basketball. I'm Sam Shumway, joined always by Nathaniel Talich.
What's up, everyone?
And today, our guest is Joe Sawyer. We'll let Joe kind of introduce himself and talk about himself. But Joe was graduated from Cheyenne Central High School 2024. Two-time Allstate guy, right? You were Allstate your junior year, Joe?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A state champion his senior year, Gatorade Player of the Year in 2024, and he's currently playing at Gillette College. So, Joe, you want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah. What's up? Played, played at Central all 4 years. Played a little bit with Nathaniel my sophomore year, mainly just in practice, and then played with Sam's one of his middle sons, Sammy, throughout our whole careers. He was key piece on our state team, me and him. Yeah, I play at Gillette College now. Redshirted my freshman year. Just came off my first year playing. Used to see Nate a couple times a year while he was up at Casper, That was always fun. And then getting ready to head back there next year.
Awesome, Joe. Glad to have you on. Great teammate when you were at Central with me. I loved having you as a teammate on there.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, so will you tell us about earliest memories of basketball? Like, when did you start playing basketball, or when'd you pick up a sport, I guess?
It's when I was super young, like probably around 3 or 4, just I had a brother 6 years older than me, so he was always into sports too. And then usually just playing basketball on a mini hoop in the basement. That's probably my earliest memories. And then had a hoop out on the front driveway. Used to play with him and my dad, and just remember just watching basketball all the time, all types of sports, but usually mainly basketball. Yeah.
Were you too young to watch because Greg Sawyer's your uncle, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know, he played at Wyoming. Do you remember when he played, Sam?
Yeah, it was late 90s. Yeah, I missed it. He actually he's getting introduced into the Hall of Fame this year. Because he was basketball and track. He had a really good track. His fifth year, ran track. Still has the pole vault record for Wyoming, I think. Something
that's
like
impressive.
That.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, I remember watching him play. We were at UW at the same time. He's
awesome. Yeah.
So you come from a very athletic family. Yeah. Did you just play basketball growing up, or did you play any other sports? From when you were at Central, I can't remember you playing, I guess, a lot of different sports. I'm not sure if you did or not. So was it just basketball, or did you have a mix?
Growing up, it was mainly basketball, but I'd play football with the rec, and then played baseball during my summers of elementary year for the CJL, and then been golfing my whole life too. And I golfed a little bit at Central, 2 out of my 4 years. Yeah, that was about all it was for me.
Joe, I remember.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I remember when you were younger. So we put together these junior tribe teams, and I remember our first year, you weren't on our junior tribe team. You were playing with a Piranhas team or some other club team. What was that about? How'd that happen?
Yeah, so just elementary was playing city league, YMCA, a couple of that type of stuff. Then 5th grade, I went to Wyoming Flight with Coach Fraley and Umair and Drew and Sam's, all those guys, and just big mix of us. Ryan Bradley was there too. Did that 5th and 6th grade, and then was kind of just a little tired of the travel ball. So 7th grade, I didn't do any travel team. I just did McCormick, and then 8th grade, my dad was the JV coach at South, so I would go to open gyms with him just to play games, and then just started. That's how I met Coach Moo, who was running the Piranhas, and I think he's doing Tribe now, right, or something like that. So met him over there, and then just joined their squad, played some tournaments that 8th grade, fall, and then when summertime came, was doing the more of that tribe stuff again.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Mhm.
remember one time we played I don't know if it was
Yeah.
a tribe team, but I mean, you were a hooper back then. I
Yeah,
mean,
I remember that game too. We lost to y'all by, like, 6 or something,
but
like
you had, like, probably 25
yeah.
points.
Yeah,
You were getting
'cause
buckets.
I remember because like, Tribe would just always smack piranhas, and, like, y'all all thought that, then it was, like, me and Gabe Hernandez, and we just played a
Right.
really good game, then ended up losing to y'all, and I think CJ was the coach, and just yeah,
But you
lost
made
to
it
Prince.
respectable.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it was a good game. It was winnable for sure, so, yeah, no, I remember that
I
game
think
for
that's the
sure.
first time I remember you seeing you play. I was like, "Joe's skinny, but he
Uh-huh.
can play. He can shoot,
Yeah.
and he's good around the
Uh-huh.
rim."
Yeah.
That was, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kinda my first memory of seeing you play basketball.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Did you have a favorite AAU? So did you played on a tribe team or flight,
Yeah,
right? So you played on flight, Piranha. Did you ever play tribe? I
I
think
did.
maybe I
So
missed that.
'cause after 8th grade, I had piranhas, then freshman year that summer before freshman year was COVID, so didn't have any AAU. We did a little summer ball with Tribe, like maybe one tournament, then it got shut down again. Ended freshman season at Central, and then that summer we did Fever, some of us, like me, your brother, D Hoffs, I think. So did that AAU team. That was all right. That was a fun experience. And then the next year we did a tribe team with CJ that we had a lot of success with that team. And that was like really big for us. Chase played maybe one tournament, I think, because I think he was playing on the Colorado team most of the time because Sam and CJ helped set it up. And we had me, Sammy, Wiltinger, just all of our main guys. We were only missing Chase and James, I think, that year. So, but it was a lot of fun that year. That's one of my favorite seasons for sure. Definitely my favorite AAU season, I'd say.
Awesome. So tell us, I guess, about your high school experience, because as
Mhm.
I remember it, you came in when I was a junior, so you were a
Yeah.
freshman. You
Mhm.
were you at those practices when varsity? Yeah. So you were
Not my freshman year, no.
freshman.
Not my
No,
freshman year.
no.
I wasn't doing work because that was yeah.
Yeah. So I guess tell us a little bit
Uh,
about just your journey through high
yeah.
school.
Yeah, because I didn't really have the biggest role in 7th and 8th grade because 7th grade I was on B team for McCormick, then 8th grade A, but wasn't came off the bench, and then
Hey, Joe, we
coming
gotta
into
pause for a
freshman.
second. We gotta pause for a second because this is an important part of the story. 7th grade B team dude, right?
Yeah.
Becomes
Uh-huh.
the G-boy his senior year.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I I want you to talk about, your Central High School experience, but talk about, did you think about that sometimes? Your 7th grade B team and then,
Yeah,
consider
I
to
would
be
for
one of the
sure.
top players in the state?
Yeah, I do think about it a lot, but I think it helped me a lot, just helped me grow, just like being at the level you're at and just doing your best at that level and then like not rushing it kind of. And I just remember being on B team and I wasn't like upset about it at all. I was just happy to be playing and happy to have a big role on that team. I wasn't really wanting to be on A team just because I wouldn't have played that much. It really helped me develop a lot of like just skills and then also like confidence being a go-to guy on a team like that and then just yeah, like a mentality thing with it.
Can you just talk about what you did to get your game and your sort of head from that 7th grade B team kid to a G-boy?
Yeah, for sure. I'd say like 7th grade was a good season for me. B team got a lot of rep and just felt like I worked my way, like got to a really good point with where I was at with basketball. Then did the Piranhas, was feeling good. Then 8th grade McCormick, we had a loaded team, undefeated, but we lose in the championship there, and I didn't play that much. I just kind of wasn't my favorite season, and then COVID happens, and I just remember just playing basketball every day, just outside, just trying to work on my game, and then coming into that freshman year, just remember Coach Lane had me like saw something in me, and just gave me an opportunity, and I felt very ready for it, and then just kept going step by step, getting better at each and every year until got the varsity moment in junior and senior year.
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember watching you going through high school. You and I mean, I think every day you were guarding me in
Uh-huh.
practice,
Yes.
and so I know definitely what you're talking about. Lane definitely saw something in you. I did too.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Super fun. I love playing against you. So,
But yeah.
how did it feel? Talk about not making state your junior year, and then going on to win state your senior year. So I get because you had the
Uh-huh.
same team. Am I
Yep.
wrong about you had the same pretty much same team? I guess
Yep.
what happened from that loss to the end of the next season?
And that was because that big jump for us as a group, like our core group was like sophomore to junior year because we played that AU team with CJ and we were just that summer before junior year, we were in the gym like every day, just loving it. Like we had super high expectations coming in. In junior year, we start out great. We're 6-0. We beat Fort Collins, who's a 6A team, by like 10, and that's a team that beat Laramie by 30 the same tournament. So we're like riding high. We're feeling like we're the best team in the state easily then. And your brother breaks his ankle riding a four-wheeler over Christmas. So Lou was one of our best guys. And then we come back from break, drop our first game. We go 2-2 in that tournament. We're still like, okay. Then we start to get rolling again. We're something like 12-4, pretty good record. But then Will Tanger gets hurt in that East game. We lose a heartbreaker. Then it just kind of went downhill again. Dropped 3 straight, I think. Then we were starting to get back on track, and then just regionals time came, and then we end up losing to Laramie in that Saturday win you're in, not you go home. That was just a tough game. Just as we'd beat them twice in the year before in the season. And so that's tough, beat a team 3 times, they always say, and just wasn't our day that day. And we lost by 3, I think. It was just a tough one. And then it was just a lot of stuff going on that summer leading into the next year. Like felt like we weren't as connected, kind of almost like James left. There's that whole thing. Then we didn't know like Chase was getting pretty serious into football, so we didn't even know if he was going to be playing with us. Like we were just, it was very different than the summer before. It was kind of like we'll see what happens. But then fall came around. We joined the fall league, and we're just clicking. You know what I mean? Then we team meetings before the year, we just emphasized how important it was just to be together and just to do all things together. And we made it like a point of emphasis to just hang out a lot, just be like the friends we are, 9 seniors, and we just known each other forever. So we just really didn't let anything from the outside bother us, and it paid off.
Yeah. Chemistry is so important with a team, and like you said, you guys have been playing together for a long time.
Oh
End up with
yeah.
9 seniors on that team, but
Hmm.
there was a really great culture and chemistry with that team where
Hmm.
you guys could just be really honest with each other
Yeah.
and call each other out, and you called people out, people would call you out. Talk about that chemistry, that team chemistry, and how you think that was developed? I mean, part of it's just playing together a long time, but part of it was, like, the people on
Hmm.
that team. How do you
Yeah.
think the chemistry on that team was so good?
Yeah. Just honestly, most of us known each other forever. And then, so there's already that. You just been knowing these guys for 10 years since we're in elementary school, playing together, just knowing each other. And then, but I think the biggest thing for us was losing that junior year and not making state. That was just the worst feeling ever. Like, just didn't want to go to school after that, get to see all these other teams at state compete for a championship. And we felt like we should have been there, and I think that just really brought in that more like, all right, we're going to make this work. We're not going to get selfish. We're going to put the team first no matter what heading into that senior season because we knew what it was like to lose and we just didn't want to go back there at all.
Team motto that year, your senior year was always us, right?
Yep. Yeah.
What does that mean to you guys?
This means like always us, like as a team and like even more specifically just as like 9 seniors, like whether that's like not letting what people are saying at school get into what you have as a group, or sometimes even not letting like what coaches are telling affect you as a group. Like we know the goal, so we're not gonna. Someone's not gonna get emotional if coach is yelling at them one day. You know what I mean? They're gonna know there's a bigger goal, bigger thing we're striving for that we're all putting our minds towards, and just not letting anything from the outside affect us.
Yeah. I guess not that you brought that up. Have you guys talked about that like on your college team? Like get out of your emotions, like don't let your emotions affect you because at Casper and at Wyoming kind of seemed like we
Yeah.
dealt with that and kind of not in high school. So maybe do you think it's if you're not as connected like you are, like you played 9 years with someone, is it
Hmm.
easier to get out of like lose your emotions and maybe lose sight of the bigger picture? Maybe if you haven't played with a group of guys for so long, like it's easy to think it's not us, it's a few of us. We've been here longer. These guys haven't
Yeah.
been here. I guess. Do you want to talk about different experiences with that? Like, do you feel more as a team at Central, or more as a team at your college level?
I'd say it's definitely more difficult to build that type of culture, you know, because when it's like us who've known each other for 9 years at Central, it's like you trust each other. You've been playing together so long, like you know each other. But these guys, most of the time, especially at the JUCO level, you just met them 3 months ago for the first time in your life. You know what I mean? But but that also kind of adds the stakes to it. Like it's more of a you're at college, you know. It's like everyone knows what you need to do, and it's like kind of a professionalism about it. You know, like we're getting paid to do this. Like it's paying for our school, you know. So it's like serious. People could lose their scholarships, lose their opportunity if it doesn't work out, you know. So there's kind of that added motive that makes it more interesting. And yeah, to answer your question about then how that type of stuff is carried over, I've seen it in college. It's just, especially this last spring at Gillette, just talking with Coach Neary and the guys that are coming back. We've had meetings about culture and like what do we want it to look like next year, and like how us as returners are going to be able to implement that and lead by example and build that culture that we want to have.
Yeah. So I guess we transition to you won state, your name Gatorade Player of the Year, and then your next task is the Wyoming Montana All Star Game.
Yeah.
And for people who don't know, Montana has
Hmm.
respectfully, well, not even respectfully, just whooped Wyoming, owned
Yeah.
Wyoming for like the
Uh,
last quarter century.
yeah.
How did it feel going into that game, knowing that's what it was? I mean, a lot of people thought Montana was just going to whoop you guys,
Uh-huh.
but after that game, you guys come out on top to break the 22 game losing streak. Talk about that.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
And that felt amazing just because we had a really good group that year. We had me, Sammy, and Chase, and then a bunch of other great guys that we just once we get there, it was like straight business for us. Like we wanted to beat them, and we knew they were gonna like underestimate us. Think it's just gonna be how it has been the last 11 years, and be just some weak Wyoming team that they just step on. We just shut them up, kind of like that was the goal. You know what I mean? We just really wanted to do that. And it was big to just sweep because that first game, so much energy and everything. That second game in Montana, we got out big early, but then they kind of came back, so we had to like fight for it, you know. So that was just a great experience and super fun to do that with some guys around the state.
Yeah, so for those who may not know, there were three guys from, Cheyenne Central, Joe, Chase, who's Nathaniel's brother, and Sammy, so we're all kinda represented on that Wyoming team, but, it was fun to see that group play. So, question, you win a state championship, what was better, winning a state championship or winning the, Wyoming, Montana
State
game?
championship. Yeah, I'd say the state
Yeah.
championship for sure.
Talk about that a little bit, like, what does it feel like? And Nathaniel's won a state championship too, like, maybe both of you talk about, like, what are the emotions like, when that game finally is over and you won?
Joe, before you go, yours was way better. I mean, you had a lot of people there.
Uh-huh.
Like when
Yeah.
we won state, it was the year after COVID. So, gosh, I don't know, Sam, were you there?
Mm-mm.
There's that
Were you,
snowstorm too.
yeah. So we
'Cause
had
that came
maybe,
up I watched Thursday, Friday night, but then we went home before the championship
yeah,
because
I think we maybe had a total of 500 people in the Ford Center. And the Ford Center, I don't know what's the max capacity of that, but it has to be in the tens of thousands. It's a really big arena. So we didn't have anyone there. Our state championship game wasn't close, I guess, per se. It was a 15-point game.
See you later, Joe.
Yeah, bye, Joe.
Let's hold off and pick Nathaniel. Go back. Let me think. By the way, the Ford Center holds 10,000 people.
It does hold 10,000 people? So I just hit that right on the dot.
Yeah.
Man, and Joe had to leave.
Joe, did you have
I heard it. I just had to grab a phone charger.
your phone's about to die? Yeah, get that fixed real quick. The nice thing is we can we might just keep this. This is fun. This is real.
Yeah.
It's perfect. For those of you who aren't media trained,
turn it sideways
do
like
not
this?
leave a podcast right in the
You can
middle.
turn it sideways, but it's not going to flip. It's
It doesn't
showing
flip?
you. No,
I'll
you're good.
just
Yeah, that's fine.
keep out. Yeah.
For those of you who aren't media trained, do not do what Joe just did.
Okay.
Do not leave
Please.
a podcast halfway
Yes.
through. But
And maybe Joe
Um,
say, "Hey, I got to go grab a phone charger before you just get up and bail." I thought maybe you were going to
I'm
throw up or
back.
something.
Nah, we're good. We
But-
got it.
anyways, we played in an arena with 500 people that normally is packed with 10,000 people.
Yeah.
It's not a close game. It was 15 points, very low scoring game, 50 to 45 or 44, I think, something like that. Win, and it's pretty much go celebrate and get out of the gym because of COVID stuff. We get out to leave, and there's like 4 feet of snow on the ground. So we end up staying in Casper for a week in the same hotel, not being able to do anything. So
For a week?
still fun. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
week. Not fun. Yeah, wouldn't recommend. And
Yeah.
so, really, we won state in the worst possible year to win. The worst possible year to win. Beat some good teams, but the worst possible year. So, Joe, tell everyone how better it was to win your
Yep.
year than our year.
Real quick, though, I gotta talk about you had a crazy game in that chip. You were like perfect from the
Had to
field.
be locked in.
You had 29, only missed a free throw. Would have had the perfect game 30 piece if you would have hit that one free. There's like a tech free throw you missed or something. But yeah, you hooped that game. I remember that.
I would have only had 27, not 20, not 30
Oh,
if
for
I
real?
made that free throw. Yeah. No, great. That was a crazy game.
Yeah.
If
9 for 9 from the
if
field.
my wife were here, she'd tell you I was almost throwing up before the
for-
semifinal game.
Oh, for real?
I was
Wow.
so nervous about that game, and
You're
then I don't
yeah.
think I slept the championship game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Uh,
So tell us about your state tournament, Joe.
No, that was awesome. It was amazing. Just that first round, we played at Casper. That was fun. We played a really good game against Riverton, and we held Parker Paxton down to below 10, kept him in single digits, and he was the leading scorer in the state, I think. We just had a really good game plan for him. So that was won that game easily, and that was just really set the tone for the whole tournament for us. And second round, we played Natrona, a team we had seen a lot and then had a history with kind of, but we handled them good. And then Sammy had a great game that game against Natrona, and Chase had a really good game against Riverton. And then we're playing Laramie, and that's been our foes that whole year. We had played them 4 times. This was the 5th matchup. It was tied 2-2. They had just beat us a week ago at regional championship, and then we were just like, it was just kind of we just weren't going to lose that game. Like, we just had that feeling, like, I know I did for sure. Like, there was no way we were going to lose that. And it was just insane atmosphere. Tribe fan base traveled really well. It was just such a fun game. It was the funnest game I've ever played, just the moment, and then we finally win because I remember we were up 1 and then got the inbound to Chase. He gets fouled, and we're like, because Chase wasn't the best free throw shooter at the time, but he knocked, he knocked those in. I remember the first one hit back rim, went up super high, and then he made the second one, and then they missed a look at the buzzer to tie it, and it was just such a great feeling. Just all that work had paid off, and then Then we drove home that night. We had like the police escort us at like 1 a.m. coming into Central. Just a perfect ending to a great high school career.
Do you remember the last play of that state
Yeah.
championship game?
Uh-huh.
Do you realize how wide open that shooter was? I don't
I know.
fans watching that, I was watching it and I was like, does Central just not want to guard their best
Hey,
shooter?
hey,
Like
you know, that wasn't their
what
best
was
shooter,
the
but
Uh, no,
Joe,
you're
come
right.
on.
It
Carson?
wasn't. The,
That
the
was
robot
Carson.
kid was their best shooter.
Yeah, Robot Kid and Gabe. It was the point guard who was he was above, he was around 35%, I think. So
And he was hitting shots all game.
yeah, he
And
had
you
a really
guys
good
just left
game.
him wide open for a
Hey,
look for the win at the
hey,
buzzer. Why? I mean, no one
hey,
guarding him.
hey, that was Sammy's man. Sammy was guarding him. Sammy was trying to help deny like Max and Gabe, the shooters. Then they just threw it into Jaden, and then he threw it right
Right
back to
back
the
to him.
inbounder, and then Sammy was like, "Oh snap!" Got a little bit of a contest off, and it was
Yeah.
enough, I guess.
Snap was the whole reaction of everyone in that
Yeah.
arena.
It was a great look. Yeah.
So
That's
they
yeah.
miss buzzer sounds. There's this icon. Well, I think it's iconic. There's this picture that I've seen a few times of
Yeah.
you and Sammy hugging after that,
Uh-huh.
and it was just
Yeah.
like, you know, just was it relief? Was it like excitement? What was the emotion in that moment?
I'd say I felt definitely like relief, kind of like this is what we've been working our whole like last 5 years for. This has been such a goal of most of us, and then just finally did it, and it just yeah. My biggest emotion was definitely relief, like just like we did it.
I
I
love
always
Jason Tatum after the game. We did it.
We did it.
we did
Yeah.
it. I always like to ask a few personal questions, just so people can get to know you a little bit better. Um, well, and this one's not that personal. The next one will be a little more personal. But what do you like to do outside of basketball? I mean, basketball's kind of still your life. What are you studying at Gillette? What do you want to do with your life?
So I was in business, but then and I'm still so I got my first associates in general studies this last year because I did 2 years, and now this next year I have accounting 2 left, and then I'll have my business associates, and then since it's my 3rd year, I have to work towards another degree, so I'm doing social science is what I'm gonna. You shaking your head, Nate?
Underwater basket weaving. Kind of just filler classes to pass the time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know how it
So
goes.
yeah, nah, so I'm going after social science. Kind of interesting to me, like psychology. So we'll see how that goes, and then I'm getting into that. Then other interests, I love to play golf, and just that's probably the biggest other pastime other than basketball, and just
What's your
yeah.
handicap?
I'm like I shot at 82 today. Felt pretty good. Had a pretty good day out there. Played today with Ryan, and so my handicap around like 10, 12, 13, around that area, 14, 15, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You golfing still, Nate?
Oh yeah, of
Oh
course.
yeah. How you been swinging the sticks lately?
You know, there's one shot that keeps me coming back every time. I
Oh yeah.
I played yesterday, I think, and no,
Uh,
2 days ago, and I shot an 86, but that 86 was not a good 86. I think I had
yeah.
3 putt bogey 5 times.
Oh man,
Most frustrating thing ever.
yeah, that's tough.
Not fun.
Yeah,
So,
no.
Joe, um, last time I saw you in person, you were at the gym
Yeah.
working out, and I had heard that you had you had a reason. Joe, what's your camera doing? Hold your camera
I was
still.
taking the charger out. We good now.
Okay. I had
Uh-huh.
heard that you'd had sort of a tough breakup with a long girlfriend. Uh, I don't want to get into the details of
Uh-huh.
it, but
For sure.
for the kids out there that are dealing with some tough tough relationship issues. Talk to
Yeah.
give some advice. Give some advice to those kids that are dealing with a breakup or just
Uh-huh.
a challenging
Hey,
relationship. Joe,
and man, time heals all. Everything's gonna work itself out eventually, Like it's going you just
you
gonna
on the
move
rebound
on
now?
eventually.
Are you on the rebound now, or are you still flying solo?
No comment.
I mean, for all of our ladies that listen to the podcast, is Joe available?
Sure. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm available. Yeah, I'm available. Yeah. Yeah.
um, no, that's I was very it was soon. Like you'd been broken up for less than a week when I was like, "Hey Joe,
Yeah.
I heard your girlfriend broke up with you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't very nice.
Yep. That's
Sorry about
it's
that,
funny.
Joe. I feel bad about it.
No, you're good.
But glad you weathered that storm and you came out
Yeah,
better on
for
the other
sure.
side, and time has healed all the wounds.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. All right, Nathaniel, should we ask our last two questions? Well,
Yeah,
Joe, anything else? Or Nathaniel, anything else we haven't covered?
um, I mean, it's not on the notes, but Joe, why am I not invited to like open gyms and stuff at Beast? I've
My
asked.
bad, bro.
Duck, you're just
Is your
ducking the
shoulder good?
smoke.
Like, can you play basketball? Yo,
I
last
am
I checked,
fine.
you
Do
were
not
like
worry
gonna
about
do
me.
this.
Do,
Okay.
do not worry about me. I'm good to go.
Nah,
I'm good.
I was thinking that when Sam told me we were gonna be talking, I was like, I should gotta get Nate out here. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I've been
got you.
wanting to go play.
I
So he
got you.
still
I'm gonna
got
keep
it. He
up.
went and played. I was coaching the boys team was it last fall, Nathaniel, when you came and ran with us a little bit?
Yeah.
And his game is right. His
Yeah.
wind is
Oh, I
not.
know.
Yeah, yeah,
Although he was
that's
holding up better than like the Storbo boys. Nathaniel could run, so a little
Yeah,
bit.
no,
He was just getting tired.
we need to get in a central and play with some older central guys, current guys, get some runs in. Need to.
my offense is probably where it was when I left Central.
Oh yeah.
Defense is still the same. Sam could judge that pretty well, but yeah, I am not in the greatest
Not in
physical
shape.
shape to
Yeah.
run up and down the court for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no.
Nathaniel's locking kids up.
Oh, I
He still
know.
got it.
They get to
He
it.
still got
Yeah. Oh, I
it.
know.
All right. Last questions.
Yep. What was your favorite sports memory? This could be you were playing in this game, you were watching something. I guess what was your greatest sports memory that you can think of?
Gotta be state championship. That was just such a amazing moment, just finally did it. So nothing's topping that.
Yeah, not a lot of people get to win a state
Yeah.
championship. And then is there a mentor in your life that you look up to, or I guess what's the greatest piece of advice you've gotten from someone on like leadership or I guess with the
Mm,
team?
Let me think. Just people I've looked up to is just people all around my family, like brother, dad, grandpa, just all my family, just how you carry yourself, that type of stuff, sister, mom, everything like that. And then I remember my sophomore year, like Coach Lane was talking to me on the bus about like, he told a story about just basically the gist of it was just to keep a level head, there's ups and downs, just stay in the middle, just never getting too low, never too high. And I feel like that's always stuck with me and just been something that how I've always wanted to carry myself, especially when being a part of a team and being a leader on a team, just never getting too high, never too low, just trying to stay as even as possible. And that's going to have the best results.
That's good advice. Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
advice. and that it's kind of who you are. You
Yeah.
would never be throwing fits about foul calls or
Yeah.
even you hit a game winner and you're not like losing your mind and running around.
Yeah.
You're just playing the game.
Yeah.
Do you remember
And
the
I remember,
story that Coach? Go ahead.
I was going to say first, we can get that too, but I remember it was like the 2019, first round series with the Thunder and the Trailblazers, and like it was Lillard and Westbrook going at each other. And I was a big Thunder fan. I loved Westbrook, but the Trailblazers beat them 4-1. That's when Dame hit that step back over PG and just. Now I remember he posted on Instagram saying like it was like a quote like saying it is not the hothead, immature, quick to anger warrior who wins. It's the level-headed. And he was like taking a shot at Westbrook because we know how Westbrook plays. He's super energetic, and that's a great thing too. But then Dame really likes what he said too, just about how it was the level-headedness that made him play better than him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a balance. I think you have to, you have to play with some level of emotion and
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
you need
fire,
energy. Yeah, definitely, no doubt.
but you got to channel that towards
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
towards winning and towards your opponent.
Yeah.
Too many
Just the
times
right
dudes are like
things. Yeah.
turning that in on themselves or their
Yeah.
teammate.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's awesome. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, what do you remember? You said Tag Lane kind of told you
Uh-huh.
a story. Do you remember what was it? A
Yeah.
story, or did you remember what it
Yeah.
was?
Because it was he had saw it on is that Tom Brady show was big at the time, like the Man in the Arena show on who he was talking about it all the time. He was recommending it to us every yeah, Nate knows what I'm talking about. But it's a story of like an old farmer who has 2 horses. Then it's like his horse leaves him, and then they're like, "Oh, why are you not upset? Like you lost your horse, blah blah." And then he just is unfazed by it, doesn't get upset by it. 'Cause then the horse brings back like 50 other horses with him. Then he's just, "Oh my goodness, this is great news." Everyone's saying like, "Be excited," but he's just level headed because then the next day, like all the horses are gone. Like, it's just that type of thing. Something along those lines, I think.
Well, Joe, this has been great. It's fun. It's fun
Yeah.
talking to you. Fun
Oh yeah.
hearing sort of
Yeah.
your
For sure.
perspective on things.
Yeah, thank you guys for having
Nathaniel,
me.
anything else?
I don't think so. Joe, you
Yeah,
better text me when the next open gym is.
I
I'll
got
be
you.
there. Better.
All right, everybody.
No doubt. Yeah.
Until next time, we'll look for those
Awesome.
open gyms. Look for those runs,
That's
Nathaniel.
Oh yeah.
I'm
We'll
going
get
to.
him out there. We'll get him out there.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Stick.